What's up everyone, and welcome on back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. If you are one of my returning subscribers, welcome back. Thank you for joining me on another one. And if this happens to be your first time stumbling across my channel, welcome. My name is Monet. I am 27 years old. I am a single cash envelope stuffer. And here on this channel, I showcase how I manage my money using the cash envelope system. I have been using this system for 4 years. It helped me get out of debt, and now I am saving. And I also run a small business, and with that I also do some cash stuffing for my business expenses, which is what today's video is about. So if any of that interests you and you find that you might enjoy that type of content, then please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and join the family, and hit the bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload my next video. So today's video, as I said, we are going to be doing some side income. We have Ellie here, of course, and this is a bonus video that I'm gonna put out before my vacation. Guys, I know you're sick of me talking about it, but hopefully by the time this video comes out, I will be leaving the boat, or leaving the port, as they say. So I will respond to all the comments and stuff when I get back, but I wanted to give you at least one more video, and I thought it would be nice to do a cash stuffing for the side income. So if that sounds like something you would be into, then of course, just keep on watching. All right, so as always, I handwrite my budget breakdown for my business. If you're unfamiliar, I do have a small business in which I sell on Shopify and Etsy. I have available all the products that you guys see me use within my budget system. So that is where this income is coming from. We are working with the earnings that I was able to make for the month of October. So now we're gonna go ahead and budget all of that out. So as always, thank you guys so much. All of this money is because of you guys, and any additional money is a blessing. So thank you for your continued support. But let's go ahead and open up Ellie and get into the breakdown. All right, so the breakdown is very similar to the last time when we did this. I did go ahead and change some numbers in terms of percentages. I'm always adjusting and changing that, but the process has remained the same. So let's go ahead and list what we were able to earn. So for Shopify, that was a total of $1,231, and for Etsy, we were able to bring in $71. So adding up both of those will give us a grand total of $1,302 that we are working with. So down here is when I begin to break out things in terms of percentages, focusing on my taxes, the payout to myself, which is considered like my paycheck, and then the money that I put back into my business. As I always say, I am no expert, advisor, or anything. All of this is trial and error and things that I have just learned over the years with me doing this. So do not take what I say as if it's correct or not. I am just doing what I think is best. So the first thing that we have down here is taxes, and that is going to be 20% from both sites. So since Shopify nor Etsy takes out taxes, I do have to set that to the side, because at the end of the year, when I file my taxes and they see that this money has not been taxed upon, I will owe. So I always set aside 28% of anything that I earn regarding side income for taxes. So if we have the total of 1,302 and we do that by 28%, that means that $365 automatically goes aside to taxes, which is always very sad to see, but it is what it is there. So the next thing that I decide is my payout. And as I said, this is the paycheck to myself. The paycheck to myself is always contingent on how much money I want to put back into the business. So for example, my payout for Shopify is 36%. Because a lot of my products on Shopify, or really all of my products on Shopify, are my physical products. So I do have to buy more things to keep the business going. So if I need to get more cardstock or more laminate sheets, I have to be mindful of that. So with me knowing that money has to go back into the business, I do not make my payout as high. whereas the opposite is for Etsy. Here we see that my payout is 72%, and since Etsy has all digital product, there isn't any money that I need to put back into that business to keep it afloat. So that is my thought process in terms of payouts. So when we do Shopify, we earned $1,231, and I'm doing 36% of that. So that means that $443 can go for a payout. And then looking at Etsy, we brought in $71, and 72% of that means that $51 can go towards a payout for that. And then the last thing that we see here is for business. And once again, that is Shopify, and that is also 36%. So we know that that's gonna be the same $443 for that. I went back and changed the percentages so that my payout and the money that I put back into the business are the same. So I'm testing that out to see how that works. But that will be the breakout. So once we add all of these numbers, we should roll back to the 1,032, and that is what I want to make sure happens. So yes, we are back at $1,302. So right here, business expenses, that is this business portion. So the 443 is what we will be cash stuffing, and that is going to feed my sinking funds that I have solely just for my business. So as of right now, in terms of how I take out the cash, all of this money for taxes is going to get transferred straight to my savings account. I'm not going to take that cash out. And then these two payouts, I am also just going to transfer that to my savings account as well. So we will only be cash stuffing the $443. Once we get down here to how I break them up, it's really just an option of selection of where I want to put the most money into certain things and where I feel like the business would need it more. For some things, there is a set amount. For example, annual bills will get $55 each month. And I know that because there's a certain amount I should be putting aside each month to pay for these bills that I'm gonna have to pay. So if we start doing deductions, we have $443 to work with. We're taking out $55. And I also know that monthly bills automatically gets $15. So minus 15. And I always put $20 aside to my P.O. box, so minus 20. All right, so then we move on to really the variable things that I can decide how much I want to put towards. So for equipment, I will do $40. I'm not really prioritizing saving for anything. I'm just slowly building that sinking fund up for when I would need it. So we will do $40 from that. For savings, I'm gonna put, let's say $60 will be a nice amount to add towards there. So minus 60. And then as for supplies, I want to put 180 in there so I can get some more things for the business. And then what we have left is shipping, and we have $73 left. So I'm just gonna put that right in here. So let me add this all up just to make sure my numbers roll to the 443 that we should have. All right, perfect. And we are at 443. So that is really how I break down for my business budget. I try not to, do too much with it, keep it simple so it doesn't stress me out, honestly. But you guys say that you enjoy watching this process, so hopefully you still do. Let me know down in the comments below. But now that we have an idea of where the money is going and what we need to take out, I will go to the bank and take out our 443. And when I come back, we will get started with the cash stuffing. All right, everyone, here we are back from the bank. Here we see I have the bank slip of how I wanted the denominations of 443 broken out. And of course, in the bank bag, we have the cash. So let me go ahead and add this to our tray. All right, and let's open our binder, get to the page. All right, and we are all set to begin this cash stuffing. So starting off with annual bills, that will be getting $55. We'll do a 50 and a 5. And adding that will now give this envelope 100, 150, 170, 190, 200, 205, 10, 11. So $211 for annual payments. After that, we have equipment. Equipment will be getting $40. So we can do 220s. Adding that one, I'll give this envelope 100, 200, 220, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's $315 saved up within equipment. After that, we have monthly bills. That is $15. So a 10 and a 5. And this is for my HP subscription. After that, we have a P.O. Box getting $20. And I did pay for this last month. So now we have $40. And I pay my P.O. every 6 months is when that's due. After that, we have savings. That's getting $60. So a 50 and a 10 will give us that. Adding that to savings will now give the envelope 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81. So $281 within our savings. Up next, it is shipping, getting 73. So we do 50, 20, and our 3 singles. Looking at shipping, adding that will now give us 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 150, 160, 165, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. So that's $170 for shipping, and I should be getting the payment that is due for that in a couple of days. So once that goes through, I can take that out of there. And then the last thing that we have is supplies for $180, and that is what we have left. And looking at supplies, adding this will now bring the envelope with $500. We have a placeholder to say that $500 is in the bank. 600, 700, 720, 740, 750, 60, 70, 80, 790, 795, 796. So that's a total of $796 within supplies, and that is great. I'm gonna do another monthly shop and get everything that I need because that worked out well last time. But as for the cash stuffing for my business, you guys, that is all I do. As I said, short, sweet, and simple, and no need to complicate things. All right, but as for this video, you guys, that is all I have. Thank you as always for watching, and be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Also, sharing the video, that really does help and support the channel. I would like to thank everyone who's been wishing me happy birthday, safe travels. I really do appreciate it, you guys, and I am just very thankful to have this community in my life because it really has impacted me in ways that I never thought imaginable. So just thank you guys. But yes, as for today, that's all I have. I'm gonna stop rambling, and I will catch you all next time within my next video. Bye guys.